Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope that all of you are doing well. Now let's complete Unit 1. Today we have grammar. Students book page 4. Here we have the objectives of our lesson today. The objectives. You're going to study the present or simple present tense. You're going to study affirmative form, third person, endings, questions with what. So let's start. Okay, here we have a friend called Sammy. So the objective of our lesson today again is to know how to use the simple present tense. What does Sammy do every day? What does he do every day? You're gonna see the things that he does every day, his daily routine. So, every day he. In the following sentences, we're going to use the simple present. At 7 a.m., okay, Sammy gets up at 7 o'clock. Sammy gets up at 7 o'clock. As you can see, Sammy gets. We add S here to the verb. Because instead of Sammy, we can use he. Okay? At 7:30, he has breakfast at 7:30. He has breakfast at 7:30. At 8 o'clock, he drives to work at 8 o'clock. He drives to work at 8 o'clock. Drives, not drive. He drives. With he, she, it, we add S to the verb in the simple present tense. Sammy works in an office. He works in an office. At 12, he has lunch at 12 o'clock. He has lunch at 12 o'clock. At 6 p.m., he goes home at 6 o'clock. He goes home at 6 o'clock. Goes, if the verb ends in O, we add es to the verb with he, she, and it. Okay? Every evening, what does he do every evening? He watches television every evening. Again, he watches television every evening. So watches, the verb here, watch, ends in ch, so we add es to the verb when the subject is he, she, or it. Okay, so this tense is called the simple present tense. We use the simple present tense to talk about what? Habits and routines. Things that we do every day, every week, and so on. Use the simple present tense for actions that happen all the time or usually occur. Actions that happen all the time or usually occur. Let's take some examples here. For example, look at sentence number 1. I get the bus at 7 every morning. I get the bus at 7 every morning. I get here. Okay? Number 2. Ali brushes his teeth before he goes to bed. Ali brushes his teeth before he goes to bed. Brushes, we add es to the verb because the verb brush ends in sh, so we add es. Brushes his teeth before he goes to bed. 3. I play football at break time. I play football at break time. The last sentence, My brother goes sailing at the weekend. My brother goes sailing at the weekend. Okay? These actions happen all the time or usually occur. Also, we can use the simple present tense to talk about things that are always true, like facts, scientific facts, and so on. For example, the sky is blue. This is a fact. The earth goes round the sun. Also, this is a scientific fact. So we use the simple present tense to talk about facts. I am a student. Okay? Dolphins swim very well. This is a fact too. Tigers are big cats. An eagle flies very high. So when you want to talk about things that are always true or scientific facts, you can use the simple present tense. Okay, let's go to the format of this verb, of this tense. Okay, in the positive form, we have I, work, he, she, it, works. He, she, it, here, they are the third person pronouns. We call them third person pronouns. He, she, it. He, she, it. Okay, I work, he works, she works, it works. We work, you work, and they work. This is the positive form of the simple present tense. Let's go to the question form we use here. Do I work? We start with do, with yes or no questions. Do I work? We use does with he, she, it, third person pronouns. Does he work? Does he work? Not does he works, because we have does. Does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Okay. Next. We use do with we, you, they. Do we work? Do you work? And do they work? So, do you work? Do we work? And do they work? This is the question form. Let's go to the negative form. Okay. You can make a sentence negative in the simple present tense by using don't or doesn't. I don't work. He doesn't work. She doesn't work. It doesn't work. With we, you, they, also we use don't. So we use doesn't with he, she, it. Don't with I, we, you, they. Remember here, with verbs ending in sh, s, ch, o, or x, we add es to these verbs when the subject is a third person pronoun. When the subject is he, she, or it, we add s or es. If the verbs ending in or end in ch, s, sh, o, x, we add es. For example, here we have watch, ch, it becomes watches. He watches, she watches, and so on. Guess, it becomes guesses. He guesses, she guesses. Finish, it becomes finishes. Go, it becomes goes. He goes, she goes, it goes. Fix, fixes. So again, watch, watches, guess, guesses, finish, finishes, go, goes, fix, fixes. Okay, this part here. Verbs ending in y, preceded by a consonant. If the verb here ends in Y, before Y we have a consonant letter like B, C, D, F, G, and so on. Change Y into I and add ES. For example, study, it becomes what? Studies. Carry, it becomes carries. Fly, flies. Again, we add S or ES or IES when the subject is a third person pronoun, he, she, it. Questions with what here? We use what to ask for information about things and actions. For example, what do you do? Which means, what's your job? I'm a teacher. What do you do? I'm a teacher. What do they do? I mean, their jobs here. Okay? They're doctors. What do they do? They're doctors. What does he do? We use does with he. What does he do? He's a mechanic. What do you want to be? I want to be an engineer. Okay? Find the mistakes here. As you can see, we have 9 sentences. In each sentence, we have a mistake. For example, let's go to number 1. Do he like basketball? Is it correct to say, do he like basketball? No. Do here is wrong. So, can you correct the sentence? Instead of do, we use what? Does. So the correct question is, does he like basketball? Okay. Can't say I likes. I say I like eating pizza. Number 3, she do her homework in the evening. She do her homework in the evening. Is it correct to say she do or she? She does her homework in the evening. The film finishes at 8, but here finish we have S. The verb here ends in SH, so we add ES, finishes. Okay? My friends goes. Can I say my friends goes or my friends go? She carries her little sister to the car in the morning. She carries here. Look at carries. Here we have Y. Before Y, we have a consonant. So we change Y into I and add ES, carries, like this. He acts in a lot of films. He acts in a lot of films. Can I say he acts or he acts? We plays in the garden at break. Can we say we plays or we play? Our teacher talk very clearly. So instead of talk, we use talks. Our teacher talks very clearly. Okay, my dear students, thank you very much and see you next time, inshallah.